Ever found yourself wondering about the story behind the places where your money lives? I mean, we swipe our cards, check our balances online, but how often do we actually think about the roots of these financial institutions? Today, we're diving into the history books, specifically to answer a question that might have crossed your mind. How old is Newtek Bank? Now, before we get to the exact number of candles on Newtek Bank's birthday cake, let's set the stage a little. The financial landscape is constantly evolving. New banks emerge, old ones merge or adapt, and it can be tough to keep track of who's who and how long they've been around. Understanding the lifespan of a bank can actually tell you a lot about its stability, its experience, and even its approach to the modern financial world. A long history can suggest resilience through various economic cycles, while a newer institution might signal innovation and a fresh perspective. So, where does Newtek Bank fit into this picture? To answer that, we need to look at its origins and its journey to becoming the institution it is today. You might recognize the name Newtek primarily in the context of business solutions, particularly for small and medium-sized enterprises, SMEs. And you'd be right. Newtek Business Services Corporation has been a significant player in providing a range of services to this vital sector of the economy. This is where the story of Newtek Bank begins to take shape. Recognizing the financial needs of their SME clients, Newtek made a strategic move. In September 2020, Newtek Business Services Corporation announced its intent to acquire National Bank of New York City. This wasn't just a rebranding exercise, it was a significant step towards establishing a federally chartered bank. The acquisition was finalized, and in January 2021, National Bank of New York City officially became Newtek Bank. This marked a pivotal moment, transforming Newtek's ability to directly serve the financial requirements of small businesses. Therefore, if we're pinpointing the birth year of Newtek Bank as we know it today, it would be 2021. That's the year it officially adopted the Newtek name and began operating under its current identity. However, it's also important to acknowledge the lineage. Newtek Bank's foundation lies in the National Bank of New York City. This institution had its own history prior to the acquisition. Founded in 2007, National Bank of New York City served its community for over a decade before becoming part of the Newtek family. So, while Newtek Bank as an entity is relatively young, established in 2021, its roots extend back to 2007 through its predecessor. This means that while the current iteration is just a few years old, the banking infrastructure and experience it built upon have been around for a bit longer. This blending of a well-established business services provider with an existing banking charter creates a unique profile for Newtek Bank. It leverages Newtek's deep understanding of the SME landscape with the regulatory framework and capabilities of a traditional bank. Ultimately, when someone asks, "How old is Newtek Bank?" the most accurate answer is that it was established in 2021. However, understanding its acquisition of National Bank of New York City provides a more complete picture of its history and the experience it brings to the financial sector. It's a story of strategic growth and a commitment to serving a specific and crucial segment of the business world. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.